Hello, comrades! Welcome back to the Glory of Greece campaign in Age of Empires Definitive Edition. We are now on Chapter 2, Acropolis, and we are still playing the Mycenaeans, and we are now in 1400 BCE. Last video, I skipped the guy talking, and I don't know if that's the best choice, so this time I'm going to let him talk, and we'll see what's better. I don't know. So I'll just press play here.
Your people are now largely settled, and they have prospered for the past several generations. You are not alone, however. Other city-states have risen and begun to expand as well. As border clashes begin, it becomes clear that growth is possible only at the expense of neighboring rivals.
Ha!
The Tyrrhenians covet the lands that you now control, and have begun to aggressively press the issue. This outrage must not be allowed to continue. Secure your control over this region by capturing the ancient ruins close to the nearby town of Tiryns. Build 2 sentry towers adjacent to the ruins to deter any further enemy incursions.
So our objective is to capture the ruins and to construct 2 sentry towers beside the ruins. Yeah, I already read the hints and the history, so I don't know if that's... There's no sound for that, so let's just get started. Let's just get into it. So this time we have a little bit of a thing, it seems. A little bit of a settlement situation going on, which is nice. So let's just send these people around. Let's maybe tell our villagers to actually do something. Right, cool. Oh, maybe more villagers. And, well, let's have some slingers. Not enough food. Not enough food. Just like that from, oh, there's a bush here. From Stronghold to Crusader. Not enough food. Or not enough wood. But yeah, so let's talk a little bit about what we're doing, what this mission is, right? Or this chapter. So we're playing the Mycenaeans, which so everything is Greek in game terms. Everybody's Greek because we are in Greece. But the Mycenaeans were really kind of the first thing that sort of unified all of Greece. It wouldn't really have been unified in the same way that we think of countries today, though, so don't get distracted by that. But it's more like I guess it kind of more resembles like an empire in a way. So like if you think about the Austro-Hungarian Empire, it was called the Austro-Hungarian Empire or the Austrian Empire, but in it there were like dozens of different cultures, and that's kind of how the ancient Greeks would have seen themselves, with all those tons of different city-states. But under the Mycenaeans, there emerged sort of a common both a common like language or a common type of Greek, and also common the Mycenaean sort of features appeared all across basically Greece, as well as Ionia, which is nowadays Western Turkey, Western Anatolia. And so that was really kind of the first big civilization on mainland Europe. Before that, what we sometimes call the first European civilization is the Minoans, and they were on Crete. That's where we get the Minotaur from. And the Minoans were pretty old, a really old culture, I think dating back to surely not 3000. 2000 BC? They were super old, and they had some interesting features. They had oh boy, hold on, let me deal with this. Can't talk and think at the same time, which is not great if you're planning to do videos. Yeah, so the Minoans had roads, they had all sorts of construction and palaces and everything. and then they fell into decline. There was an eruption of a volcano. There's a really cool Bethany Hughes documentary you can watch. It's up on YouTube about the Minoans, and it goes a little bit into the various theories that they would have had a more matriarchal society, which is historically questionable, but I think really cool to think about. It's mostly based on the art where in certain ritual art women were depicted as bigger and most of the important gods were all goddesses, but in terms of palace life, in terms of civic life, it's questionable whether women would have had the same influences. I should actually build some houses. But yeah, so there's a really cool book that I also checked out for this, which was Women in Mycenaean Greece, which was written by Barbara Olson. And that one also kind of goes a little bit into this difference between most historians just looking at art and doing conjecture, and not actually being a lot of studies done into into actual papers that talk about what are women doing, like what are actual women doing, not just what's in art. There's a little bit of interesting stuff about that. Maybe we'll touch on that later, depending on how long this goes. Yeah. Oh, I said I was gonna build houses. Well, let's just make houses with this dude. Yeah. So Mycenaean Greece. This game, this particular mission is set in 1400 BCE, and that is around the time of what we would call the Mycenaean Koine era. Don't confuse this with Koine Greek, which is Koine Greek was the common Greek. Koine means common in Greek. It was the language that was spoken basically in Greece, Persia, Egypt, after Alexander the Great conquered all of everything. So that's way later, Koine Greek. But Mycenaean Koine era basically was like the time when Mycenaean Greece was all of Greece. So everything was kind of Mycenaean Greece, and this is the era that we're in right now, and this is kind of the height of that. I believe in the 1300s, or rather from the year 1300 onward, Mycenaean Greece was already on a decline. So yeah, that's basically, we are currently at like the peak, I believe. And the other interesting thing is that Tyrins, the people that we're fighting, was a Mycenaean city. So this is a little bit ahistorical, somewhat. Maybe there's... I didn't go looking up specific papers on Tyrins' warfare. But it is interesting that there is a wall, there's this great wall in Tyrins that is sort of all around it, that protects Tyrins, that even Homer wrote about, that said like, oh, Tyrins with its great wall. And this, I think, is what this mission is relating to, because the wall was built in 1400 BCE. And it's likely that this mission, build 2 sentry towers. I think that's probably just because this game didn't really have like build a wall around it. Like, it just has a detection of whether there's specific units in a specific region. I think that's what that's about. But yeah, so it's possible that it's relating to this. And the other interesting thing that I found was that in Mycenaean Greece, there was this type of construction that was called Cyclopean architecture, and that's what basically meant like giant boulders that were put together without any kind of I don't know the proper term for like things, like how we have like concrete and stuff like that. So without any kind of plaster or concrete or whatever, there was just boulders loosely sort of placed on each other, and then small openings would be filled by smaller like limestone rocks. And that's actually how this wall was built as well. The wall of Tyrants. And Tyrants is only about 15 kilometers southeast, I believe, of Mycenae. So we're not actually that far away from what would have been like the capital or origin place of Mycenae. But I think it's a really cool slice, and if it is referencing the construction of the wall, I think that's a really cool sort of moment in Greek history. Now let's focus a little bit on the game. Maybe we'll talk about some other stuff. But yeah, I haven't really achieved much. I think we could just destroy this thing and then move our fortifications over here. Like we could fortify a little bit of a defense here. There were archers there, right? That's why I couldn't go. Let's see. Let's scout some more. You can do it, Scout. I believe in you. There's some villagers doing stuff there. And there's an axeman. He's just wandering. Oh, there's many axemen. Yeah, I think our fortifications being here would be a really cool idea. Alright, so while that horse is over in that corner, let's see, maybe a farm already. Oh, this would probably be good to research. We should probably advance to the next age as soon as we can, because Tyrants is already there. Oh, didn't I upgrade my axemen? Oh, I didn't have enough food. Ho ho ho! Sure, these are good upgrades. No, where are you going? We're gonna go over there. Run! He's being chased. So it looks like we're gonna be attacked a little bit. Oh, we could build a dock. We could probably build a dock. We have a ton of... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Well, yeah. I think this is going to be our objective. Is to... Oh, we have axemen. They came with a boat! Oh, we don't have any anti-boat measures. We don't even have an archery range. See, yeah. I think... If I want to talk about historical stuff a little bit, I should probably take the first 10 minutes of the game to prep and then go into history. Oh, they killed all my stone throwing men. Oh, now we gotta run. Where are we gonna go? This boat is a boat. Get some pebble throwers. Guys, what are you gonna do? Hit the boat? It's gonna run away. It's a boat. Oh. It's not gonna run away. Oh, it is. Oh. Interesting. Oh, too many axemen incoming. Let's retreat. That boat! Right, now I gotta worry about boats. I want to build on the fish. I don't want to build over there, but I will. Can you guys please? Oh no. Oh, they probably have more armor because they're now in a better age. Well then. I had a pretty good army and now it's gone. Getting distracted by Minoan Greece. You guys are not very efficient by that one bush. Oh boy, oh boy. I do want that gold though. It did say something about stone. The hints, I read the hints and it said that stone resources are super valuable, blah blah blah. I'm gonna make a couple scout ships. We have all the wood in the world. Actually, I'm gonna make 2 docks. Because we do have all the wood and... Oi! How did this guy get here? I hate it. Look, they're going directly for the furthermost villagers. It's so annoying. Are we just chasing this one man? I'm really unimpressed by the AI. Just just being like, I'm gonna make the most annoying choices. Yeah, we don't have a lot of stone. And there isn't any stone. So we really gotta get that river crossing back. I wasn't counting on that boat. I really wasn't thinking about that boat. Oh, now all these farmers are here and they don't know what they're doing with their lives. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Let's see. Yeah, this is good. Ombus, ombus, ombus. Correctus. Okay, we've recovered a little bit. But, you know, don't hold your breath. What? How dare you? Okay, now let's some fishing boats and let's make more scout ships. I guess we gotta have some ships here to protect the dock. I feel pressured and I feel embarrassed because I'm underperforming in a game and I'm recording it. I hate it. Right, now we really should be saving money. Or food. Food is money. And that is a historical truth. Food is money. Good that the AI doesn't really know what it's doing sometimes. Like, this guy really just wanted to go around, but there was... I think what distracted him was the fact that there was this guy. So he wanted to go through and start hitting my villagers, but by the time he decided he's gonna engage my army, he wanted to hit this guy, but because he was in all the units, he kinda got distracted. Good. What was I doing? Maybe the axemen should be in front. Stop rearranging yourselves. Oh boy, oh boy. Why do I keep saying that? Stop it. Oh yeah, just have a duel. Okay. Why does it look like we're purple? I like the purple better than a blue. Doesn't it? Am I having a stroke? It looks like we're purple. I like it, but it's weird. It's not what I would have expected. Okay, excellent. Now we can take the crossing. And I think we can actually take the mine as well. We have enough of an army. I'm gonna take these boats. They're gonna offer support. And the other thing that I like about this game is the remake is that if I click on this, it puts me to the town center. And when we have enough resources to advance to the next age, it will actually be lit up. Right, it's time to attack. See, it's blinking at me, which means I can advance to the next stage. Oh, why are you silly? Good! Yes! They ate so much gold already. Look at this guy, just sneaking past. I think the AI just goes like, kill the units, and then it doesn't issue another command until the unit really realizes that it's in danger. Are you boats alright? Like, I don't know if you're fishing or just standing there. How are things going over here? Don't wander too far out. I know you will. That's what you do. But yeah, we could maybe get a villager or two. I could get 2 of these stone. Yeah, 1 stone man. Also, what I would like to do is maybe like that. 1 woodman, sorry. Woodman. And this guy will escort you. He is your escort. Ooh! Alright. So we are now in the Bronze Age. We can't make a town center. I think you need a government center in order to make a town center. Anyway, this guy is going to build... I'd like to build a town center here. So he's just gonna hang. But yeah, let's build a couple things. First, this. And this. And... this. And... this. Also, 5 villagers. 10 villagers. Nope. We do not have space for more villagers. We're just gonna have to reduce our woodcutters. And you're gonna start building stuff. Nice government center. And you're gonna build us a temple. And you're gonna build... We don't have anything else to build. I guess a siege workshop? I never really use siege workshop units. It's not really my gym jam. Hey, ooh, our boats are better. Now they are angry. You know what we could build? We could build a barracks. How about that? This is... Sure. Oh, look at the boat. I love this. This is one of my favorite units from Age, from the original game. I love what the boat looks like. I think it's super cute. I remember drawing them all the time. Oh, you need some reinforcements on this border ocean. Right. I'm gonna send you 3. And you're gonna help out with this. Still haven't used any stone. We've used a little bit of stone. Another one. People must hate how I play. Sorry, I play so erratically, so weirdly. Oh, maybe we should just attack. Looks like the enemy's on the defensive. Let's do some exploration. Oh. Ooh. Don't you shoot at me. Oh, we could backdoor in with some transports. There's a river crossing here. And will that... That's a transport. Kill it. Or just forget about it. I don't like that they just forget about stuff. Another transport. Sure. I mean, I guess we'll get all these upgrades. What I would like to know is... Oh yeah, these things. No. Is the tech tree. I want to see. So we're Greeks. Academy units are kind of our priority. Oh, we can make cavalry. That's cool. So cavalry's pretty good, I think. Yeah, cavalry has a lot of hit points. And hoplites. But hoplites are pretty slow. Is that how you pronounce them? Or are they hoplites? They hop and they are light. I'd like another woody guy. You're almost injured anyway. We can't build the academy. Why? Why? Let me build the academy. Well, I guess we're meant to just be using thing. Oh! Upgrade our... Ooh. Still don't have stone. I can't think of 10 things at once. Well, that's convenient. Ooh! So, we have a better range than the tower? I feel like that's cheating. Yeah, so we've definitely hit like a population limit, so what I would do... I think we're gonna use cavalry as our main thing here, if we can't make things. So... Can we have one of you guys? I know that you're doing something really important. Oh, actually, I know what I'll do. Because you guys are doing something a bit less important. I can send you to build one of these for me. And in the meantime... Oh no, oh no, this is not gonna end well for us. Okay, boats. Nope. Back it up. That is... Why'd you have so many units up your butt? Just waiting. But at least we freed ourselves of those axemen. That was kind of my main priority here. I'm glad these people aren't using cavalry. Alright, let's research plow. Let's research barracks units. Ooh. See, but then, if we don't use cavalry, we could have twice the barracks units. Because they only use half the population. Decisions. Oi! That's my stone! Right. I think we don't need you. And we could build a transport, and we're gonna sneak on over. Oh, all my unit groups are dead. So... But this is nice. These boats are doing some good defending here. And look, we've got cavalry. Let's just make sure that our cavalry has all their defenses. And why not? Guys, why are you pathing like an idiot? Did you see that guy path? He was pathing poorly. Yeah, there's some, like, I don't know, this game has been out for 2 years. I feel like people could have fixed some of the problems. The Bronze Age is the maximum age we can achieve in this, What are you trying to do, you sneaksy? Is the maximum age you can achieve in this level, in this mission, this chapter. You should just destroy this building. Seems to be spawning enemies. Or will you just forget about him as soon as he moves out of your radius? Ha. Right. I forgot what we already talked about in terms of history. But I read a whole lot of literature for this video, so... let's see. Yeah, so... Mycenaean culture Haha. There was in that book. There's a little bit of debate, like how much Mycenaean culture was like, or how much Mycenaean Greece was Mycenaean culture, and how much of it was like mixed, living under the same umbrella of who is in charge and so on. And to that effect, also, because that book particularly was about women in Mycenaean Greece. How women's lives worked and how women were affected. Wait, is that an enemy boat? Well, that is interesting. But yeah, so one interesting thing is that women would have worked in a lot of the crafts, according to actual like descriptions of women's jobs of the contemporary era. So we do actually know how to read and understand Mycenaean Greek. There's these two scripts. One is called Linear A and one is called Linear B. Oh no, they've gone into peasant rebellion mode. And Linear B is one that we actually understand. Linear A is the one that was more used by... Oh, what? I don't think that's meant to happen. I don't think that's meant to happen.
The demoralized Tyridian troops flee before the blades of your disciplined soldiers. With the ruins and mineral resources of the region secured, the conflict will surely not last much longer. Soon your enemies will humbly kneel before you, offering their wealth and begging for peace. With the nearby region secured, your people can now look beyond their borders, making alliances and even expanding overseas. Lead them onward.
That is unexpected because we didn't do any of the objective. They just resigned. I don't think that's meant to happen. I don't think that's meant to happen. RIP. I guess that's what the peasant revolt was about. They were already in the villager. They were already in the mode where they had nothing but the villagers, so they just went all out. And then when the villagers died, it was done. Well, that's disappointing. That's disappointing. That's thoroughly, thoroughly disappointing. I didn't get to do the objective. Well, I guess we've achieved something. But yeah, so around this time, it was interesting that we actually had they had women doing kind of all the different jobs, and there were women in civic life, but also in Minoan art you only had women in the context of like rituals and religious stuff, and in Mycenaean art, which was predominantly a militaristic society, and it seemed like women's roles weren't that great in the art. Like women weren't bigger than men, which is something that happens sometimes in Minoan art. But in Mycenaean art is the first time we get to see women depicted in domestic settings as well. So this was something that, art wasn't just something anyone could do. So presumably in Minoan culture that wasn't worth depicting, but in Mycenaean art it was. And it was clear that there was gender divisions, but yeah, women would definitely have been, like if you had in this game, they could have done all the villager jobs. Maybe not chopping wood. That I don't remember that on the list, but there were definitely craftswomen and gatherers and women who worked with food and so on. So yeah. Anyway, let's. I guess. I don't know if anyone wants to see any of these things. Let's continue. Shh. Yeah. So this is kind of the. This is 1420 BCE. Did we just travel back in time?
Your people, after having acquired the Mediterranean,
having acquired a valuable... We just traveled back in time. This is a mess. This campaign is a mess. We were just by 1400 BCE and we went to 1420. So this is BCE. So the time, like the years go less and less. The number is decreasing. But we're just jumping back in time. And now we're having acquired a valuable artifact for the Minoans. What? Okay, so anyway, the next time we will be reliving the Mycenaean, I guess, Mycenaean conquest of Crete. So the downfall of the Minoan culture, and yeah, this is when Mycenaean Greece kind of, see, this is kind of what I was talking about. This big shape. The Mycenaean Greece would have contained this part as well. Actually, I wonder if I can sort of include that. Hold on. I'm gonna do something never before done on my on my thing. I want to see if I can include a little picture from Chrome before I close this video. We'll see. Oh no, that didn't work. That didn't work. Why didn't it work? Give me Chrome. Captured Chrome. Capture Chrome. No, it's not capturing Chrome. This is. I'm just doing this because it's a very short video, but I'm gonna learn how to do this, and then we're all gonna be better for it, right? Somehow, that's how that works. Nope, I'm killing the video. Shush! Don't press me. And transition. I did it. So this would have been, so this is 14th century BC, and you can see Mycenaean Greece over here. Yay! Yeah, so that's what I was talking about. Okay, well, I've just learned how to transition thing. Don't look at my disorganized bookmarks. Anyway, yes, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching this thing, Glory of Greece, Mission 2, and next time we're going to be doing Mission 3. I'm thinking of doing these every week, so once per week, maybe twice per week. Yeah, so thank you. Goodbye!